Canada just passed a new law that could save first-time homebuyers up to $50,000 in GST rebate. But the most people don't understand it or using it in the wrong way. If you're planning to buy a house, especially here in Calgary, this could make a difference in how much you're paying upfront. Hey guys, my name is Navchahal. I'm a local real estate agent here in Calgary. If you or someone you know who might be thinking of buying or selling their property here in Calgary and surrounding areas, please feel free to reach out to me and let me help you make the right decision. And now further ado, let's discuss today's topic. So first, let's break down Bill C-4 in simple terms. This new policy allows first-time homebuyers to save GST rebate on their new home purchase. That means if you're buying a newly built property, you may not have to pay the 5% GST, or you could get a large portion of it back. And now let's discuss how much exactly you save. Here's where it gets interesting. If you buy a new home priced up to $1 million, you could get a full GST rebate. That's up to $50,000 of savings on top of the builder's promotion. For homes up to 1 million to 1.5 million, the rebate is partial, so you still save the money, just not the full amount. Let's make this practical. If you're buying a new home worth $700,000, GST on this purchase is $35,000. So with this new bill, you can save that $35,000 upfront, or you can apply after getting the possession. Here in Calgary, some builders are offering GST rebate upfront so that you don't have the hassle to apply it after the possession date. For a $700,000 house, your minimum down payment required is $45,000 because you pay 5% on first $500,000 and 10% on the remaining amount. So let's say you are a first time home buyer. The total down payment needed is $45,000, and after taking the possession, you applied the GST rebate and you got $35,000 back. So in short, you only paid $10,000 for the down payment. Or you can use that money for your basement development, for fencing, for landscaping, or for the furniture. That's a significant difference, especially for a first time home buyer who is trying to manage the down payment and closing cost. Now let's discuss who qualifies for this rebate. Not everyone qualifies, so this is very important. To be eligible, you must be a first-time home buyer, meaning you haven't owned a home in last 4 years. This home must be your primary residence. You cannot buy this property for investment purpose. And most importantly, it must be a new build. So resale properties do not qualify for this rebate, as you don't pay any GST when you buy a resale home. Now let's discuss the common misconception about this bill. This does not mean that every buyer automatically saves that money. This does not mean that home prices are going down or you're getting a lower mortgage interest rate. This is strictly a GST rebate on new construction. So if you're buying a resale property, unfortunately this benefit won't apply, or builders are giving same discount to every home buyer. So here let's take an example. We have buyer A and buyer B. Buyer A is first time home buyer B is buying his second property, and let's say if the property was listed for $750,000 and both the buyers able to negotiate the property to $730,000. In this scenario, buyer B will pay $730,000, but on top of that $20,000, buyer A will save the GST portion on that amount, which is $36,500 additional saving to the first time home buyer. Now let's talk about what this means especially for Calgary real estate. Calgary has a strong supply of new construction homes, especially in southern part of the Calgary. For the first time home buyers, this create a unique opportunity. You can combine builders incentives with GST rebate and potentially reduce your upfront cost significantly, because some builders are giving you GST rebate upfront. And in some cases, this could make a difference between entering the market now or waiting another year. My advice here is simple. If you're considering buying your first home, don't just look at resale properties. Compare it with new homes with GST savings versus resale properties without GST savings. Because once you factor in the GST rebate saving, new construction actually be more affordable than you think. If you or someone you know who's thinking of buying a new property, and if you're a first time home buyer who's thinking of purchasing your new property, reach out to us to get the list of new construction properties in Calgary and surrounding areas. So if you're a first time home buyer who wants to see which property qualifies for new GST rebate, send me a message with the word GST. I will help you understand your options and show you the properties where you can actually take advantage of this benefit. Hey guys, hope you like this video. If you're new to our channel, follow us if you would like to know what's happening in Calgary and surrounding areas real estate market. See you in the next one.